Hello guys and welcome back to my Fate Grand Order Lost Spell 6 gameplay. So, let us resume. This is the beginning of part 2 and we're again here in the opening point. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to see more of homes and like them because this is where we landed. Let's see. Intro. Act 2 intro, there you go. There you go. Extra for the deck. Da Vinci's Typhon is back. Thanks, Marine. Let Typhon rest up in her cage until we're done writing our response. Scans for hazardous substances and contaminants are clear. There's a report for Da Vinci. Director Musek? Holmes, if you would. Very well, let's take a look. Let's see. Oh, fascinating. He cannot see. Heads of the fairy clans. Calamities, a mysterious fairy horse who goes by Red Rabbit. Gordon just wants to look. Holmes, you're too tall for him. Just move a little bit to the side. Yes, this report has proven to be yet another scintillating array of tidbits. Care to read yourself, Gordolf? Why are you using these difficult words? Scintillating array of tidbits. Yes, of course. I am Chaldea's director after all. It's my job to stay abreast of all our latest developments. If you'll all pipe down, Captain, Marines, and Portafu. Oh, great. I'll read it out loud so you can follow along. Alright, to start off, let's go over what we know about Fairy Britain thus far. Okay. Fairy Britain, aka the Sixth Lost Belt, is a dangerous place where no electronic devices can function. Alright? Fujimaru, Chaldea's residence master and special investigations officer, his exclusive servant Mashkirialite, our technical advisor Leonardo da Vinci, and Tristan, a servant who was summoned out of nowhere, all set foot on Britain together. However, upon entering the Fey domain known as the Nameless Woods, they forgot their own names and memories and ended up separated. Fujimaru woke in a village of Cornwall, where he made contact with a local fairy, Artoria Castor, who would come to aid Chaldea in our mission. Thanks to her and Tristan, Fujimaru escaped from the Nameless Woods, where he then met another collaborator by the name of Oberon the Fairy Queen, and began his investigation in earnest. After uniting with Da Vinci, Fujimaru began gathering information on Fairy Britain with a focus on anything that might lead him to Mashkirialite. This Lost Belt's king is Morgan, a fairy who has been ruling for the past 2000 years. The fairies who populate it are divided into 6 clans, and they also control the human population. And there are creatures known as Moors, who are the fairies' natural predators. There are also Tamlin fairy knights who possesses the names of heroic spirits from proper human history. There are calamities that occur every 100 years, and great calamities that occur every 1000. And there is a figure called the Child of Prophecy who is said to be the one who will defeat Morgan. After undertaking a pilgrimage to the Ring 6 bells, kept by each heads of the 6 clans, she will then go to defeat Morgan and become the true Queen of Britain. Naturally, as you can imagine, Fujimaru would never let her do something like that on her own. So he proposed a partnership with Artoria Castor without even waiting for my orders. So now, we're obliged to lend the Child of Prophecy our full support in order to defeat our common enemy Morgan. In the time since our last report, Fujimaru's team has met with Aurora, the head of the Wind Clan, had a run-in with Tamlin Gawain at a ranch for keeping humans, fought with Tamlin Tristan at an auction house where he also rescued Senji Muramasa, a servant disciple of the foreign god, met with Miriam, the head of the Wind Clan, encountered Koyanska yet in another new outfit. I love how Da Vinci mentioned that. Oh my god. and had another local fairy by the name of Gareth and a mysterious fey horse named Red Rabbit join their team. After a series of adventures, including a battle against the Drake in the River of Tears, Fujimaru's team finally arrived in the city of Norwich. There, who should they encounter but Marsh Kirillite, whom the local fairies believe to be the child of prophecy. No matter how many times I reread this part, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, because obviously you don't know the full story. Not even Fujimaru knows the full story. We, the audience, know what happened to Marsh. How did Kirillite come to be known as the child of prophecy? And what in the world is a Habby Cat? If only this report could respond to questions. But since it can't, we will just have to use our imaginations to fill in the gaps. Okay. I'm guessing Kirillite had their own share of troubles after escaping the Nameless Woods. True? At one point she probably ended up saving some people, fairies, up in the northern part of Britain, which probably led them to regard her as a hero. Yeah, you're kind of right on the money. At any rate, the report also says that Fujimaru's team made contact with the cryptor, Peperoncino, who had been laying low in Norwich. After the numerous mishaps, the calamity of Norwich finally appeared. Fortunately, with Kaldia's help, the Child of Prophecy was able to defeat this calamity. However, shortly after Marsh Kirillite had finally been reunited with Fujimaru, she was whisked away to parts unknown by a mysterious phenomenon, separating her from Fujimaru once again. But there is no time to grieve this unfortunate turn of events. I'm certain Fujimaru would agree. For you see, in a surprising turn of events, he and Artoria were invited to Camelot, home of King Arthur in proper human history, and location of the evil castle in Fairy Britain by High Queen Morgan herself. The very Morgan who possesses Rongominyard, a powerful spell that could be used to fight the fallen god and one of the main objectives in coming to this lost belt in the first place. Okay, now Fujimaru, Da Vinci, Artoria, Gareth, Muramasa, and Habby Cat have accepted Morgan's invitation and are setting out for Camelot first thing tomorrow. Alright, that was good, a good summary. And that's all she wrote. Now, do you all feel sufficiently caught up? Yes. Yeah, we got most of that. Thanks, we're gonna head back to our post now. Sounds like things are pretty crazy out there again. I hope Marsh is okay. Not to worry, Da Vinci's report was quite upbeat, so if nothing else, we can be certain that Marsh is safe. Yeah. The real problem is this water mirror spell of Morgan's. According to the data enclosed along with the report, it would seem that this dark clouds over the city of Norwich weren't a calamity pool, but one of Morgan's spells. Yeah, so I was like, oh, was it I see what she did there. That was a trap all along. So basically Morgan, that is why Morgan wasn't saving Norwich. She wanted to lure out the Child of Prophecy. Interesting. That's what she did. She didn't help or respond to the calls of everyone, even though before, all the time she helped in quelling the calamity, because this time she used the calamity to attract the Child of Prophecy. However, obviously, she didn't anticipate that the other Child of Prophecy will get caught up in this. So Artoria is still fine. So this is what happened. I see. It makes sense now why she didn't help Norwich and the reasoning for the clouds. It was just there to lure the Child of Prophecy in and just delete her or whatever, I don't know. It's hard to believe she was able to remotely control such a powerful spell from over 100 kilometers away. Between this water mirror and Rongominyard, it's clear she's a powerful enemy on par with any of the Lost Spell Kings we have seen. I'm afraid I don't know much about Morgan's legend. Can I ask you to fill me in? Alright. I only know her story from proper human history, but if you settle for that, sure. Alright, let's start with her general background. Okay, Artoria's sister, I think? Yeah. According to British myth, she is the good fairy of the lake. Oh yeah, yeah. And in the legend of King Arthur, she is depicted as an evil witch bent on destroying him. I see, interesting. Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, that's true. I kind of saw like there's like 2 or 3 versions of the whole story of Morgan. like different versions of it. Morgan was the child of the Duke of Tintagel and Lady Igraine. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Later became King Arthur's half sister after her mother married King Uther. Ah, I see. Lady Igraine. But despite their family ties, she grew jealous of him and began plotting all sorts of wickedness to make his life miserable. Some of her more notable misdeeds include stealing the sacred sword scabbard and seducing Lancelot. Oh yeah, and that as well, I remember. Like, there's like different versions of the whole story, and that is why I guess since Lancelot liked Guinevere, like Morgan grew even more bitter. And yeah. But the worst thing she did was tricking King Arthur into impregnating her with Mordred, who she later sent to join the Round Table. There were a lot of factors leading to the downfall of King Arthur's kingdom, but Morgan definitely the one who tipped it over the edge. Okay. Paradoxically, there are also some who believe another side of Morgan was devoted protecting King Arthur. Those theories claim that Morgan Vivian, the Lady of the Lake, who gave King Arthur the sacred sword and protected him to death, are in fact the same person. Yeah, that's also another thing. Like, there's so many versions of the story, it's crazy. Alright, interesting. Sounds like her lust for power led her to become a femme fatale who ruined an entire nation. So, was the Magecraft Wars consensus on her? There must be more to her story than what's commonly known. Indeed, there is. I went through our database myself after receiving our technical advisor's first report. There was one bombshell right out of the gate, and it relates to her birth. It turns out Morgan was not actually the Duke of Tintagel's daughter. That was only a pretense. Oh. She was actually the child of Lady Igraine and King Uther, the rightful king of Britain. Wait, so... what? Okay. More stunning still, Morgan was never human. Instead, she was a Fae child and offspring of the Isle of Britain, just like Vortigern, the cowardly king. But apparently Morgan kept that fact secret and pretended to be merely a normal human child. I see. Still with King Uther as her father, and in the absence of the rightful heir, she would have been next in line for the throne. But then a rightful heir did appear. Once Artoria, King Arthur was accepted by the sacred sword and unified the lords of Britain under her leadership. Wait a minute. Morgan stopped hiding her mistakes, that is the power of her Fae nature, and started poisoning Camelot every chance she could. She told herself Artoria is nothing more than a human king, made so by other humans. I am Britain's true king. I alone deserve to inherit its mystics. These convictions of her grew to the point that she eventually came to despise her father, King Uther. Her sister Artoria. What? Her sister Artoria and every human who refused to obey her. It was a major factor in her decision to try to destroy Britain. Why did King Arthur's once noble older sister Morgan become Camelot's greatest enemy in her later years? Apparently that's the answer. Yup, even after she had settled in as Queen of Orkney, she still plotted Camelot's downfall from afar. Wait, so this whole section that we got to know here. Okay, was the Magecraft's Wars consensus on her? There must be more to the story that's commonly known. Alright, so by what this means is that this is a Fate version, I'm guessing. Like, up until here, they talked about the legends of what Morgan is. Like, you know, in some legends, they like Morgan and Vivian are the same. In some legends, Morgan, was jealous of King Arthur and destroyed, as they say, tipped the whole thing into destruction, and was one of the biggest reasons. Like these things, these were like real life legends. And then Okay, Nemo says that, no, Gordon says that I went through our database myself after receiving Technical Forces' first report. There was a bombshell right off the gate, and it relates to her birth. And here we get to see another version. So this is the Fate version, I'm guessing. That's why they say like this is the Magecraft, like the Magecraft was consensus on her. So this is like from here on, this is like fictional, like from this is the Fate universe's Morgan, I'm guessing. I see. Four of the Knights of the Round Table, Gawain, Gaheris, Gareth, and Agravain were Morgan's children. Yeah. Wait, where's Mordred? Wait, Gareth was also Morgan? Oh. Wait, what about Mordred? Mordred was, well, I don't know if I should say this without them here, but some experts think that they were actually a homunculus Morgan created, or maybe a clone of King Arthur. Oh yeah, like the whole, okay. Yeah, I can understand that, alright. Yeah, because the whole Fate version of Mordred is something completely different. Particulars like that aside, it sounds pretty clear that she was an enemy of King Arthur. Wait, so Gareth is Morgan's child? Like the Fate version, I'm saying. Wait, Gawain was... What is happening? Gawain was also Morgan's child in Fate. Like Agravain, I can see that. Gaheris, we haven't even met Gaheris in FGO. Alright. Particulars like that aside, it sounds pretty clear that she was an enemy of King Arthur, and a witch who tried to destroy all of Britain. So what about the supposed side of her that was focused on keeping King Arthur safe? Yeah? An excellent question, Captain. There are numerous Arthurian legends, and each of them describes Morgan differently. One claims she was King Arthur's noble sister, another claims she was the Lady of the Lake, yet another claims she had been a goddess of Britain since ancient times. Goddess of Britain. Oh. Needless to say, each claim would seem to rule the others out as a possibility. Yeah, obviously. Common sense would dictate that one of these theories is correct and the others refer to someone else entirely. But I believe that they are in fact all true, and that Morgan was possessed of three aspects. Okay. Given that she was born under supernatural circumstances, I surmise that her human side, her fairy side, and the part of her that was Britain's own avatar all existed simultaneously. Alright, so here he's saying that oh my god. She was King Arthur's noble sister, the human side, Lady of the Lake, the fairy side, Goddess of Britain, which is the part that was Britain's own avatar. There you go. But as these parts of herself are essentially irreconcilable within a single entity, I suspect each of these aspects became an independent being. Alright. One was her human side, Arthuria's kind older sister, Morgan. Another was her fairy side, Vivienne, the Lady of the Lake. And the third was the avatar of Britain, Morgan Le Fay. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow, that's a very interesting theory Holmes brought up. And if I think about it like that, it kind of makes sense why there's so many different versions of Morgan, and that is why Holmes is saying like all of them are true. Like we've heard about Morgan being a kind older sister. We've heard that, and we've also heard about her being the Lady of the Lake, and then the Avatar of Britain. So Vivienne, according to Holmes, Vivienne and Morgan are the same. And this Morgan Le Fay is like the Avatar of Britain, while the human side is Arthur's kind older sister. Alright, so I'm guessing, like I kind of said before, I remember that maybe in the future we'll get like Vivienne as a character, like as a servant. That probably is not going to happen, because I guess according to FGO, as Holmes is deducing here, Morgan and Vivian are the same. Okay. If you assume that to be the case, everything makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. The Knights of the Round Table then did not bring her to justice because she was both evil and good. Now I see. Okay, I'm convinced. But hang on, isn't Vivian another name for Nimue, the fairy who imprisoned Merlin? Okay. Yes, it is. Morgan is both King Arthur's rival and Merlin's greatest enemy. Okay. Though Merlin was the one who taught Vivian magecraft, her infatuation with him eventually led to her despising him and ultimately sealing him away. To do so, she employed a grey bounded field in the form of sarcophagus spell inscribed. Okay, wait a minute. She employed a great bounded field in the form of a sarcophagus spell inscribed with the words, "Only those free of sin may pass." As an incubus, not even Merlin could escape it. Oh, okay. And alright, it kind of makes sense now. Like, the reason why Merlin is in Avalon, and it also makes sense why he's in Avalon, because Morgan, or Vivian in this case, who is Morgan, is someone who obviously, since she's the Lady of the Lake, she has, like, you know, she can, I guess she can access Avalon, I think. I'm not really sure. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. It was a spell from the Age of Gods known as Garden, which could only be used by the avatar of a mystic. While it's still unclear how much this Osbeth Morgan has in common with Morgan from proper human history, it would seem prudent to assume that she has more weapons at her disposal than Rongominad alone. Yeah. First is the Lion King in Jerusalem. Now it's Morgan in Fairy Britain, huh? I swear, why are we always getting mixed up with Arthurian legends? I mean, I can understand it in this case since we're in Britain now and all, but still. Well, Miniher, because the whole Fate franchise started with King Arthur. That's why. I mean, what are we gonna do if Albion shows up next? I don't even think the Stormborder could have had a chance. Who's Albion? Oh wait, I think it's the. I think I've been using what's her name? Melusine for a while, and I've always hearing her like, you know, say something like Albion while using her noble phantasm. So, so I think Albion is the dragon, isn't it? That Melusine transforms to. Albion. Okay, they're going to explain. That is what this isle was known as in ancient times before it became. Oh, never mind. Wait, what? That is what this isle was known as in ancient times before it came to be called Britain. Though of course that name also refers to something else in Magecraft folk. Oh. There it refers to the last pure-blooded dragon. Oh, there you go. Pure-blooded dragon, Albion. Pure-blooded dragon, I see. An extinct phantasmal who remained on the Isle of Britain even as the Age of Gods came to an end. Remained on the Isle of Britain even... Okay. The creatures we call dragons today are simply animals who happened to acquire some of the dragon genes left behind the dragonkin who went over to the reverse side of the world. What the... So many things happening here, I cannot even keep... Okay, so... creatures we call dragon today are simply animals who happen to acquire some of the dragon genes, okay, left behind by the dragonkin who went over to the reverse side of the world. That is Avalon. Like, I think by reverse side of the world they mean Avalon. So all the dragonkin are over there and ended up adopting the dragon's way of life while preserving their own. With the exception of Albion's corpse, not a single pure-blooded dragon is left on this entire planet. I see. Yes, that is what they say in the clock tower, isn't it? Quite a romantic notion, that. But that is all it is. And Albion is but one in a long list of fairy tales. More importantly, it's now been 28 days since we began this mission. Thanks to the concentrated food essences our technical advisor has been sending along with her reports, we now have magical energy to spare, which would let us remain here past our initial 50-day rest. Wait, so Da, Da Vinci has been sending golden apples? uh, like not golden apples, but the equivalent to the golden apples in FGO. Like we use golden apples to increase our energy to fight, like the AP and stuff. While here, the fruit essence, I'm guessing, is also giving them energy, which is going to help them keep the stay here past the 50-day. Okay, perhaps we should advise them to stop by the border. I don't think we have the time. True, maybe we should. Ideally, I was hoping to complete this mission within 30 days, but that's clearly not going to happen. That said, we still don't know exactly when the collapse is going to begin, so we shouldn't be too quick to change our time limit. If we stick to our initial plan, we have 17 days left to complete the mission. Do you think Fujimoto's team can pull it off in that time frame, host? I don't think so. In no way is that possible. We even haven't started ringing the bells. Like, when are we going to fight Morgan, and when we're going to ring the bells? Nah. Well, according to Da Vinci's report, it would seem the circumstances are nearly all in place. If their meeting with High Queen Morgan ends peacefully, then she proves willing to share information about Rongominat with us. In no way is that happening. They can then devote the rest of their time to investigating the collapse. And if it doesn't end peacefully, yeah. Now that Chaldea has thrown their lot in with the Child of Prophecy, war is all but inevitable. You already know the extent of Fairy Britain's military power. If Arthur is able to complete her pilgrimage and muster a significant anti-Queen force, the Battle of Camelot will be decided in a single day. I suspect that a battle will take place in 16 days at the earliest, just barely within our deadline. Oh boy. Alright. Okay, that was the intro. Let's see the next. Oh, we're in Norwich, yes? What the hell is that? Why is there a treasure box? Alright, let's see. I can hear people singing the Child of Prophecy song in the streets. I shall speak now of a future of the end of the Isle of Mystics, which came to be known as Fairyland. Let the innocent return. Here stands the Queen's unknowable castle. It falls like rain, like ash. It vanishes like snow, like lies. Our desires languish deferred. Even now we dance in the palm of the Queen's hand. We require now only a little more patience. After 2000 years, the dawn shall bring the child who will be our salvation. She shall be the child who saves the world, who binds both peoples together. Even if her light begins as but an ember, even should no one see it, she will become as a flame to draw moths. A city of iron, a city of soot, where the calamity recedes, a pilgrimage begins. Chosen by the staff of selection, the Savior, guarded by travelers from afar, shall reach the throne. The true King shall arrive at the throne, accept now this bloodied crown. Ring, ring, like raging thunder, like weeping flame, let us hearken to the 6 bells ringing, blaze the path of the true King. Ere the red calamity catches us, ere the black calamity devours us. Black and red calamity. Indolent and derelict though we may be, we are the scions of the free faith. Alright. Never have we wished for anything, but still we desire a shining future. There's no mention of Norwich being destroyed in that song. Yeah, okay. Why did Oberon say there was nothing anyone could do to stop its destruction? Why don't we ask Oberon? I wonder, does he know more of this song than everyone else? I do. As a matter of fact, the prophecy actually has 18 verses in total. Oh. Most fairies are only familiar with the 14 we just heard, but there are actually 4 more. Oh, okay. Which is? I knew it. Why didn't you tell us sooner, Oberon? I just forgot to mention it, okay? I'm sorry. Can we please drop it? I'm guessing you had a reason you couldn't tell us. In retrospect, maybe I was being a little overprotective. I'm sorry about that. Alright, I'll tell you. There are the the other four verses of the prophecy, at least as I heard them. Verse 8.5, the harbor shall return to empty shore, but the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. The harbor shall return to the empty shore. What? Harbor shall return, but the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. Okay. Verse 9.5, the round fortress shall burn, and the bell of water shall appear. Oh, wait. Is this the... Okay, wait. Verse 10.5, confessed sinners shall make the acquaintance of the guillotine. Confessed sinners. Verse 12.5, having fulfilled her role, the child of prophecy shall say farewell to her home. As you can see, these verses are a lot more ominous. Yeah. Okay. That and the fact that they are not very precise for prophecy might be why they were excised. Like, you don't excise a prophecy, like what? Case in point, verse 8.5, the harbor shall return to empty shore, but the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. The harbor is obviously Norwich. Oh, and the empty shore part must mean the city was going to be wiped out of the coast. Wait. Harbor is Norwich and empty shore is city is going to be wiped out. Wait, the harbor that is Norwich shall return to empty shore. Oh, shall be wiped off. But the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. Okay, so according to this part, the Norwich will be wiped clear and the calamity will also disappear. So I was steering myself to lose Norwich even if we were able to repel the calamity. But well, Norwich didn't fall. Is it because another child of prophecy appeared? Maybe. Could be. This basically proves that not even Ainsley's prophecies are perfect, especially for these four verses. So I've decided I'm not going to worry about them anymore. Now, on a more important note, you guys need to get going soon. Between Arteria, Gareth, Muramasa and Habitrot, I think you should all be safe without me. So I hope you don't mind if I go off on my own again. What? Why? Where? Information gathering? Partly yes, but I also really want to give Spriggan his comeuppance. Okay. So I thought I'd stay here and work with the Count to knock him down a peg or 2 dozen until he hits rock bottom. Alright, that's nice. Besides, we could have been reunited with Marsh much sooner if he hadn't insisted on keeping the child of prophecy in the castle. Don't you think he deserves a little punishment for that? I think he deserves a lot. Just leave it to me. Bloodshed may not be the Fairy Queen style, but I can definitely bleed him dry financially. Alright, so before we leave, there's something I need you all to know. Let me guess, Oberon's going off on his own again, right? I had a feeling he might. Gotcha, well, I guess we don't have to stick together all the time. It's not like he's much help in combat. I'm sure Oberon will be fine on his own, but how come Redra isn't here either? Oh yeah. He's staying behind too. Technically he's still Aurora's retainer after all, I guess. And it wouldn't be good for her if he were seen with us right now. So I'm going to have him stay here with Oberon and bring the carriage if he needs. Alright. I see, that makes sense, but you there, the pink fairy, Habitrot, right? Are you coming with us too? I mean, the way to Camelot is probably pretty dangerous, so... Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Just think of me as a spectator for along the ride. Alright. In fact, you should probably be more worried about yourself than me, Gareth. I'm the irreplaceable healer every party needs in combat, and I'm probably stronger than you too. Don't worry, Fujimaru, I'm not gonna let you die before you and Marsh are united. So feel free to wade into battle all you like. Alright. As long as you don't die, I can patch you up with my magic needle no matter what horrific injuries you sustain. Sounds very close and very far from Nightingale's pray for treatments. Nightingale? Now that's a nice fairy name. So you already know a nurse as cute as me, huh? Quiet everyone, here comes the Queen's troops from the main gate. Oh, there we go. Where's Gawain is coming, I'm guessing. She is. Apologize for our 10-minute delay. I'm Tamlin Gawain, and there are 30 members of the 1st Royal Knight Morse Extermination Brigade. Yeah, we know you, we already met you. We are the ones who will be providing you, honored guests of Camelot, with safe passage. Well, yeah, thank you for your help. We would appreciate your cooperation as well. Being aware that you are being escorted can make life much easier for the soldiers escorting you after all. We have readied a carriage for the Child of Prophecy and the foreign mage. Your retainers will need to walk. I trust that is all. You're the scoundrel who tried to assassinate the High Queen. How are you still alive? I saw you fall into the pit. Well, yeah. Oh, that. Yeah, Lancelot handled my ass and tossed me right into the pit. But unfortunately for you, I managed to survive, and now I'm the Child of Prophecy's bodyguard. Next time you see Lancelot, tell her not to take her eyes off a servant until the spirit origin is completely gone. What shall we do, Lady Gawain? Are we really okay letting this man back to Camelot? What if he tries to assassinate the Queen again? It's alright, if he does, he won't have the element of surprise anymore. I can take him myself. Especially now that the Queen has assured me not to worry if combat damages or destroys the castle. Oh wow. Yeah? Hey, that's great. You barely fit in the place anyway. Should help me move. Should help me move around better. Next time we fight, I'd rather it be head to head without either of us holding anything back. I guess the Child of Prophecy has something of an eye for talent after all. However, much her other retainers suggest otherwise. Fine, you there. Make room in one of the cars for our guests. Oh boy. The servants can ride with the foreign mage. Treating those two as honored guests, at least until we reach the castle, will help us all move faster. Yes, my lady, right away. We'll be taking the western road to Camelot and spend one night at Oxford along the way. Oh boy. Wait, in Oxford? Who is there in Oxford? Woodwoods, isn't it? Woodwoods? Yeah, I think so. We'll then take a detour around the pit towards Camelot. For the next 2 days, our fates shall be intertwined. We will not turn our souls on each other regardless of what may happen. Do you agree to that, foreign mage? Of course. Good, then let us be off. Soldiers, do not let your guard down simply because this is an escort mission. The Calamity's destruction has led to Morse toxins spreading far and wide across Britain. Eliminate any Morse you come across immediately upon discovery. I don't want to hear even a peep of discomfort from our guests. Okay, let's go. Oh, I wonder if we have to fight in the middle of the journey or something, like maybe trouble or... Oh, there you go. Set party pre-battle, alright. Okay, well, that's a relief. This carriage rides just as smooth as Red Rabbit's. By the way, Fujimaru, are you really ready for this? To meet the Queen, you mean? Well, yeah, what else? Oh man, you're not ruffled at all, are you? I bet you've already been through lots of meetings like this, huh? Yeah. Well, we fought gods and stuff, so... It's not that, Artoria. Fujimaru is just as nervous as you are. He's just had enough experience with situations like this to understand the value of staying calm. Masters need to give orders too and watch out for their servants after all. So while Fujimaru might not be able to fight on the front line himself, he's very good at keeping cool under pressure. Really? So you have met a lot of other kings then? And some goddesses too, yeah. So you'd think I'd be used to this sort of thing by now, but nope, not even close. By the way, I heard something interesting about Tamlin Gawain back in Norwich. Apparently, she was the first fairy to be made a Tamlin during the era of the High Queen. Okay, oh, even before Lancelot, that's interesting. About 200 years ago, during the year 1800 of the era of the High Queen, there was a huge outbreak of caterpillar moths in the central Britain. That calamity later came to be known as the Caterpillar War, and it was Gawain who put a stop to it. What a name, Caterpillar War. So while it might not have been like the calamity we got rid of at Norwich, she still resolved the calamity just like Artoria did, and that's what led to the Queen recognizing her skill. Surprised, overcome with newfound respect? No, nothing, but Gawain could do surprise me. What? I'm so confused by what is. No, nothing. But Gawain could do would. Oh, nothing Gawain could do would surprise me or make me respect her. Alright, she was going to say Barghest, I'm guessing. Ba, and she stops. That said, I guess this means Morgoth's not the only fairy to have dispelled a calamity then. Yes, this means I'm even less special than I thought. Oh man, now I'm even more nervous. Oh crap, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you more nervous. And hey, from what I heard, the Caterpillar War wasn't all of that big of a calamity. Yeah. I mean, the one at Norwich was a once in a millennium great calamity, so it had to be a smaller than that. Yeah. Don't forget, we saved an entire city. You have every right to be proud of that. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Marsh and Fujimaru might have done most of the heavy lifting, but I definitely still contributed, and when it comes to defeating Morse, I can hold my own against any Tamli. Oh boy. Yep, we're going to fight now. Morse, smoke spotted nearby. Incoming from 3, 7 and 11 o'clock. Lightning soldiers, prepare your mystic course. Guards, get into formations. Fujimaru. I know, you want to show Gawain what you can really do, right? Right, I'm going to make her see me in a new light. If you're out here, I assume you have no intention of sitting back and letting us do the fighting. Very well, I would welcome your aid. There are a lot of Morse here and I would prefer to avoid casualties. Follow me, Child of Prophecy, Foreign Mage. Make sure you stay close to me. Okay. So wait, you're fighting with Gawain? Alright, wait. Lancer and Alright, you know what? Perfect opportunity. What the hell? Where's Castoria? Wait, can I not choose Castoria? Yeah. Oh, I cannot choose Castoria. Wait, then I just... Yeah. Like, I don't know, let me just choose. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, so let me take my Barghest as well. Where is she? There she is. Let me pick this one, and let me put a few of the other servants like Van Gogh because I want to increase the bond. And wait, should I take Lucy with me? Yeah, let me take Lucy. Oh, let me take Morgan with me. Yeah. Go. There you go. Alright, there you go. Oh. Oh wow, we got a... Alright, and let me see what Barghest's skills are about. Apply incoming damage cut for all allies. Apply a state that increases NP cost for all allies each turn. Okay. Alright. Wait, I see. Okay, next is, what is this one? This attack and Buster card effectiveness when on a sunlight field. I think this is a sunlight field. Yes. And what is this? Increase Buster card effectiveness, increase. Apply strong ninja state. Store HP for yourself during normal attack. Move one buff single enemy. Okay, I see. I'm not going to use this now then. Oh my god, this isn't our Castoria, so okay. Okay, so I'm going to do this then. Let's see. A full attack. Alright. Nice, look at the normal. Okay, wait, is that Noble Phantasm AoE or is it? All enemies, okay, there you go. So game.
真の姿を見せてやる。反人類史、何する者ぞ。毎朝軟弱凶暴なり。我が剣の死にもならず。
Oh, whoa, what is that? Okay, cooldown reduced. Oh, that's also part of our Noble Phantasm. Alright.
望まれることを望まれたように。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ、幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン。
And there you go. Another one.
この剣は法の立証。あらゆる不正を正す地熱の城壁。ひざまつけブラックドッグガラテ
ィー Okay. Now this is a big one.
敵ではない。剣だけではない。覚悟するがいい。着陸強食。強きそれは敵ではない。
もちろん。
Oh wow, 1000. That's quite good. She's quite a tanky character, isn't she? Like, I can see her actually, like, you know, like kind of stalling for a long time because of her skills and everything. Like my Gawain is like level 80. She has like 18,000 health. That's a lot, isn't it? Or wait, is it because... oh, never mind. It's because of the max HP plus because of the Noble Phantasm. Okay. I was like, what? 18,000? What the hell? Alright. And this one is just going to help you, like, you know, restore health. That's like really good. Like 4,000 health, just immediately like can restore. There you go. Oh wait, there's more? What
全
the
くもっ
hell?
て物足りないが
8! Remaining
敵を
8!
求めるのは騎士にあらず、今回はこれでよしとしよ
Huh. Oh, there you go. Oh no. Oh my god. Yo, we're losing people. Okay. There are still 10 large moors to contend with. No, more are still coming. We can't handle this many. Those of you without iron weaponry, stand back. Do not engage. Just lure them out to spot so I can burn them all at once. We're trying, but these moors aren't falling for the decoy. It's almost like they're here for something else this time. Oh. Something else? Would it be there after the Child of Prophecy? Interesting. Oh. You. No need to thank me, we're all fighting the same battle here. Now, what are you gonna do about this? Any seasoned general like you ought to know when it's time to retreat. I hate to admit it, but he's right. I could either abandon the cars and have my soldiers retreat, or I can have the guests go on ahead. No, I'm Tam Lin. Retreating from Morse is not an option. But they refuse to cluster in one spot, so they're really being wary of my gallantry. Like maybe, they just destroyed the rearmost cart. What do we do, Harry Cat? Oh man, what's good at having a Tamlin around if we still have to fight ourselves? She sucks at this. Why would you give massive amounts of literally unbridled firepower to someone who's already crap at holding back? Oh well, what's done is done. No use complaining about it now. I may not much like fighting, but walking all the way to Camelot would be worse. Come on, Gareth, let's go and take out the little Morse and leave the big ones to the Tamlin. Oh, okay, I'll do my best. I've gotten more used to fighting Morse, so... Happy Cat? Are you seeing this blue streak of light? It's heading straight for us from Camelot? Oh no, is it Lancelot? That's the same light I saw in Chef. Yes, Lancelot. Oh my god. Forget eliminating all of them. Retreat! Keep the carriage and the first cart, and abandon the rest. Hurry, lightning soldiers, defend the guests. Royal Guard, retrieve the luggage from the other cars. I'll keep the most occupied until... Oh my god. This is gonna drop in. Yeah. What are you doing here, Lancelot? I didn't ask for your help. I don't think you need my help either, but the High Queen commanded me to come. Hostiles detected, eliminating. Stand back, Gawain. Taking out individual targets is my arena. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, Avenger. Alright. Okay, this will be the final one that I knew this was going to happen. Yes, let's go. Let's see. 3 of them. Oh wow, I didn't even need... Oh, she doesn't have the third. Okay. Wait, attack, incoming damage cut. Level. Gather rate, yeah, I don't need this one for now. Oh wait. Oh, I just realized I'm not in the third form. Okay, yeah, I think this will do. Ah, I should have changed it to the middle one, but okay, this will do. Why is she not? What the hell? Oh wow, every turn I'm getting an NP. That's crazy. Alright. A little bit more. Oh my. Yeah, I don't think I need that anymore. Yes. Wow. Yep, everything is over. She's like a fighter plane in fairy form. Almost have been destroyed. Brilliant work, Lady Lancelot. So this is what they mean when they call you the undefeated dragon fairy, the most beautiful Tamlin in all of Britain. I still can't believe you took out so many of these large moors so easily. There, I eliminated the most, just like the High Queen told me to. I'll let you handle the escort from here, Gawain. Oh, she's agreeing. She's some kind of VTOL aircraft. As if you were even capable of handling an escort mission. Don't just stand there, you fools! Start fixing the record card. If this is the best you can do on the first day of the mission, I shudder to think of how you fare in the days ahead. And you can forget about resting in Oxford. I want a report from each and every one of you later on how the situation could have been prevented. Yes, my lady. My deepest apologies, Lady Gawain. Pathetic. I would have thought all of you together would be able to defeat at least one or two of the large moors. I suppose this just goes to show how overly reliant you've become on us Tamlin. It seems I'll need to start re-educating the fairy soldiers like I'm doing with the humans. Oh, my apologies. I appreciate your help. Sorry again. I never did ask your name, did I? I wasn't authorized to do so. But now that you have aided us in dangerous predicament, that is no excuse. I'm Gawain. What is your name, foreign mage? I'm Fujimaru. Well met, Fujimaru. I appreciate your obvious hostility towards me. You've got spirit. I like that, since we'll be enemies later. Alright, let's get this escort mission back on track. Oh, and I'd advise you to watch what you say in the carriage. I could easily overhear you, depending on which way the wind is blowing. Oh my god, yeah. Man, I thought we were going to be put up in nice inn at Oxford. I can't believe we're camping out again. Alright, if we can't have nice accommodations, at least we can still have nice food. I'm sorry we don't have enough to share with the royal guards, but I say we have the cakes the count gave us now. Oh, it looks like mine's called cheesecake. What's yours called, Arthur? Mine says Swiss roll. Oh wow, it's shaped like a log. This should make it much easier to eat. That's so thoughtful of the count. You proper human history people are so considerate. Not sure I'd agree, but yeah, why not? Sweet Yam Yokan? How the hell did he manage to make this here? Some tea would be real nice with this. I think I'll go down to that river and fetch some water. Nom nom. What was this called again? Chiffon cake? So this is what happiness itself tastes like. I had no idea they had so many kinds of sweets these days. Oh yeah, it seems like Fairy Britain has been developing a bunch of cake recipes. Back in Salisbury, I heard about Woodwoods' restaurant chain in the south and Edinburgh's Gourmet Desserts in the north. Okay. But it sounds like cheesecake's the one that kind that never caught on. I wonder why. Yeah, like maybe because they don't like cheese? Really? But it's so yummy. It does make me a little thirsty though. Yeah. Is it because the big shot up north absolutely despises cheesecake? Oh, so it is here. They just don't eat it. She always says cheese has no place in dessert and that it has to be chocolate or nothing. What? Dessert. Oh, dessert. I was like, what dessert is she talking? I thought it's talking about the other dessert. No, of course, for fairies from south like me, chocolate is such a luxury, I don't even know what it tastes like. It costs so many more pounds that low-level fairies can basically never afford it. What is it, Fujimaru? I'm gonna make a little peace offering. Oh, to Gawain? Oh boy. Yeah, I think so. Do you have a custom of eating sweets after a meal here? I don't usually care for sweets. If I'm going to eat something cooked, I'd rather have meat. So, no, I won't accept that. But I can see you have something to discuss. Go on then, have a seat. You want to talk to me about Lancelot, right? Very well then, ask me anything you wish to. Actually, I wanted to ask about you. I see, you're trying to figure out my true name. Yeah, but, like, I feel like Artori already knows that, so... But she almost slipped telling... She was going to say Bargus and she stopped. Pointless, but I can at least respect your willingness to try anything you can. Come to think of it, I still haven't properly thanked you for your help earlier today, have I? Come, sit. If you wish to talk, I can indulge you for a short while. I manifested in Britain 400 years ago. I was meant to be the next generation, the successor of an upper-class bank fairy in Norwich. Okay. Except that I didn't look anything like my predecessor. Oh yeah, we had this whole conversation before. Even though I'm a Fangland fairy, I was born resembling a Windclan one. Ah. So if anything, I look like a human. Yeah. Some suspected I might be a changeling. Others said I was a curse from the battle against the Moors that took place 600 years ago. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know the truth, and I don't care either. I earned the honor of becoming a Tamlin when I ended the Caterpillar War. Up until that point, the title of Tamlin had been sealed away for 1800 years of the High Queen's reign. Oh my god. In case you don't know, the Tamlin title originally belonged to the retainers of Ash, who was said to be Britain's savior in the Fae era. Ah, okay. The first Tamlin was called... I'm sorry, I actually can't remember their name. Okay. At any rate, they met their end in Orkney. After that, the Queen forbade the naming for more Tamlin, but she decided to revoke her own seal to exterminate the endlessly spawning caterpillars. Thus I was gifted the name of Sir Gawain, which is said to be the name of a knight of the Round Table of the foreign land. Well, yeah, and gained the means to strengthen my horn. My Galatine, I believe you call it a noble phantasm? While I'm confident it is very bit the equal of Sir Gawain's original, I'm just as confident that I can't hold a candle to the real Sir Gawain, the Knight of the Round Table from proper human history. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, like... I didn't expect she would have this much respect for the Knights of the Round Table. But never mind, I shouldn't be talking about the Round Table. I'm told it's creepy when I do so for some reason. What? Why? Let's see, what else can we talk about? Ah, I know, let's talk about the war against the Moors. Oh, I think the reason why they say it's creepy is because I guess we have the rebels of the Round Table, is that why? You know, the one that is being led by, I think, Percival? This war took place a millennium ago, along with one of the great calamities during the 1000th year of the era of the Holy Queen, High Queen. It was a time when the Moors had a king and an army. What? And waged war against the High Queen and 5 of the 6 kings. Oh wow, that's so interesting. Apparently this king was something of an odd duck. He never attacked fairies or killed humans. All he cared about here was fire and lightning. He would gleefully destroy anything and then only for the joy of watching it burn. Oh wow. He reduced cities and forests to cinders, raised the grounds before him, and summoned rain clouds just to hear the thunder. Some fairies called him the Storm King, at least until the High Queen forbade anyone from speaking that name. The war against the Morse King lasted for decades until finally the Fang clan brought it to an end. Wood was a fairy who had recently succeeded in previous head of the Fang clan at that time, was the one who dealt the final blow. And so the Great Calamity, the king of the Moors who feasted on magical energy, was defeated before the Fang clan. However, it's said that with his dying breath the king cast a curse upon the Fang clan. What kind of curse? The fairy eating black dogs. Oh. It was only after the king of the Moors vanished that the black dogs began to roam fairy Britain. However, they also eat Moors, so they're not just harmful. There are even some squaws who train black dogs and use them in Moor hunts. Like, she also does that, doesn't she? Mine is one of them, in fact. Have you ever heard the epithet, the Black Dog Duchess? It refers to me. Even now that I've become a Tamlin, I'm still called a black dog. I don't blame them though. After all, I eat everything, including fairies and humans. Huh? Oh, now you're scared of me. So you had no idea you were trying to get information from a woman feared throughout Fairy Britain as a monster. Well, worry not, I would never eat you. I only consume the strong. I'm unusual for a fairy. What I eat makes me stronger. Oh, okay. In fact, I can inherit any unusual power or abilities the fairies I eat may possess, though with limits on capacity and compatibility. And right now I'm still full on Foul Weather, the great Earth Clan fairy. Oh. So he ate this person. I needed his sacrament for the Caterpillar War. It was crucial. But he had holed up in his fortress in Cornwall and refused to come out. Cornwall. So I challenged him to a duel, defeated him and devoured him. Alright, I think that's enough time spent relaxing after dinner. Go back to your camp now. He spoke a lot. Like... okay. Yeah, I thought you would be more the strong and silent type, but I'm glad I was wrong. I'm used to talking with humans. In fact, my current husband is a human. Really? Well, I say he's my husband, but he's neither a romantic partner or not a future me. He's just a guest I'm putting up in my mansion while he recuperates. Oh, wait. Wait, human? Did she say... yeah. Guest I'm putting up... Why? Still, you do remind me of him in both your lack of fear and your innocent curiosity. Alright, back to your camp now. My soldiers and I will take turns keeping watch. Don't stay up late. We'll be setting out early tomorrow morning. Okay. Forgive us. No more prayers. Close your eyes. There's not much fun time left. The wheel has fallen. Extinguish the light. Today is the ending. Farewell. The day too will end forever. Forgive us our sins. It's too late to do anything now, but make sure everything is cleaned up. Is that song again? Yeah. Okay, I think I'll end it here. Alright, so we're still on the way to Queen Morgan's place. Wait, isn't this Camelot? I thought this was Camelot. Maybe this is Camelot. No. I'm pretty sure this is Camelot. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll see. Either way, okay, wait. I think there's a few notes that I got added. Let's see. No, this I read. This also I read. There you go. Here it is. Okay, first, Era of the High Queen first year. Era of High Queen first year. Morgan establishes the current order of Fairy Britain. Era of the High Queen 800. The Fang clan massacres the Wing clan. The Wing clan is annihilated. Murian is the sole survivor. Okay, I think I read this one as well. Okay, this one. 1000. The Morse Wars, one of the great calamities. The war between the king of the Morse and the High Queen's army ensures. Woodwoods defeats the Morse king, who curses the Fang clan in the manifestation of the Black Dogs. Okay, 1600. A powerful Fang fairy is born. She goes to become Tamlin Gawain. The Caterpillar War. Tamlin Gawain is appointed. Foul weather, the Lord of Cornwall perishes. Oh, that foul weather is still kind of nourishing her. She said that. Like it's still kind of acting. 2001. Ancient chief of the Mirror Clan and her prophecy. Okay, there you go. So that was it. We are on our way to Morgan's palace, to Camelot, and we got a few information about Morgan and Holmes kind of talked about the whole different versions of Morgan, how they might actually be the same, or like different facets of her, that whole thing. And yeah, like all those things we got to see. And now we are off towards Morgan's place, towards Camelot. And we also kind of briefly met Lancelot, kind of fought with her, and we had a little conversation with Gawain. And yeah, so that is it. That is my gameplay for Lost World 6 for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, so that is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video on Lost World 6. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.